And there, a fan on the outside is GameStop, led by AMC, heading down straight away, fading fast. How you guys doing? It's just a horse race, you know. How's everyone doing out there? Are you going to make it? Can you survive it? Can you handle it? Have you noticed that the VGAC is over $11? That's good news. Have you noticed that SoFi is trying to break 23? That's good news. Yes, GameStop 222.96 was as low as $220.23 a little while ago. Is this another little bottom, or are we going to bounce from here? What is happening? Down $80 today. I'm noticing AMC is off 572, and I'm also noticing that our friends over at Bed Bath & Beyond, they're trading at 30.91, down 338. Now, that stock was as high as about $37 last week. And 2 weeks ago, it hit the high of $44. So Bed Bath & Beyond has come a ways down, to say the least, and today is under pressure. And unfortunately, that's a stock that is a company that's in more in financial danger than turnaround. Also on BlackBerry, down $1.10 to 14.06. The BlackBerry shares in the last month reached a high of, I think, $17.84 or $18 almost. So 28 for the all-time high. So they've had a bit of a run, but they've backed off too, down $1.09 at this point. All right, well, there it is. It's not a market sell-off with respect to the stock market. It's not like New York is having a big, bad, terrible day, or the NASDAQ or S&P. All the indices are up. The Dow's up 85, S&P up 22, NASDAQ up 113, oil's at $70.23. What we're having here today is a meme attack, and that's really all it is. It's just an attack on meme stocks. It's not even affecting our SPACs, really. Our SPACs aren't part of the meme world. And so we're just going to have to tolerate it. 225 right now on GameStop. Wouldn't surprise me to see a $10, $20, $30 up reaction on GameStop. The selling just has to ease off. But I don't see it all day long. I haven't seen GameStop get that knife drop that we've been used to from time to time. So it's just been a slow drop, telling me that the sellers here are probably overextended sellers who got into the run of GameStop about a week and a half ago, after we noticed it go up from 170 to the 220 range, to the 250 range, and then back to the 250 and all the way up over 300. That there was a lot of speculation coming to the party that wasn't us. We who hang around here all the time. These are newbies, and these newbies were expecting a run on GameStop like they saw on AMC. They were figuring, oh, it'll go from $250 to $750, just like AMC took a shot. Didn't happen, because the stock of GameStop is just not held by 3.5 million people. We didn't do the volume last week. I've talked to you about that, how we have just not seen the volume of trading on GameStop that we would have had to really run that market up to 450, 500 share. We just we weren't getting 10, 15 million share days, let alone 30 or 40 million share days. Today, 17 million shares traded on GameStop. So there are those getting out, and those getting it. There's a lot of folks picking off this stock here as it's been drifting to them, 224.58 right now. And it could be that quite a few of these buyers today might be very pleased with themselves if this buying trend is kind of petering out, which it might be doing, because in the last 45 minutes or so, half an hour or so, we are seeing kind of a lack of urgency on the sell side. It might be that the sellers are running out of product, and pop back to the 250 range wouldn't be a big deal. We'll see what it does. We'll be here. We're here to watch. AMC dropped down to 39.71. Now, it's just around noon hour today. And then it popped back up to about $45, and now it's at $44.26. So in the last hour and a half, 2 hours, AMC has been sort of between this $43 to $45 neighborhood, also kind of absorbing whatever's coming in. 197 million traded on AMC. We're not talking mega 500, 600 million volume today. So not a lot of volume. We're not really getting a major capitulation, although, some people say, Bruce, it's down $80. That's kind of severe. In a way, it might be from the $300 neighborhood, but boy, it just hasn't dropped $10 a trade. It just hasn't been, really knocked off here. And so I kind of get the impression that this selling is drying up. The Dow down now up 72, and S&P up 21, Nasdaq up 106, and that's where we're at right now. SoFi 22.97, Gores Holdings 15.65, been as low as 15.10, high of 15.87. It's right in that middle range right now on 366,000 shares. VGAC 1102, volume 5.3 million shares. I would think that the shareholder vote is done by now for VGAC. We got to be done by now. And the company is officially going to be now known as 23andMe going forward. We'll keep an eye on that. So we're at 1102 right now. The high of the day, 1125. So that's great. Poised for a pop if it wants to go from here. Fifth wall acquisition. Fifth wheel. I keep saying it. 1137, up 22 cents. Vector acquisition down 11 cents at 1052. It's holding its own. Nav site is up a penny to 9.95. Starboard up a penny to 10.02. Fortress at 9.98. 5 days from now, shareholder meeting for Fortress, flat at 9.98. Absolutely surprising to me how it just sits there. It might be being held right at this range. It might be being controlled like our friends at VGAC were controlled up until a few days ago. That might be it. VanEck up 320. VanEck Vectors. The Home Depot, it's up 40 cents. IBM is down 32 cents. The Dow up 67. Microsoft up 296. Apple is down 91 cents. Tesla's up 1078. And over on the cruise lines, Royal Caribbean down $1.42. Norwegian down 3 cents. Carnival down 43 cents. Amazon is up $50, 33.32 on the stock. Facebook up $1.76. Google up 15.88. So not a bad market. It's not a bad market. It is specific stocks that are underperforming today, and it comes right to our neighborhood. It is the AMC crowd under pressure because they're getting probably margin calls and pressure on the downside, although they're holding their own now. And GameStop now at 221.86, 222.32. And then it's the other meme stocks that some of you follow religiously. I generally don't follow them very deeply at all. And that's where we're at right now. Okay, 59-point gain on the Dow. Still slumping a little. The Dow was even around lunchtime. It kind of broke even around 1 o'clock. And then it just slowly has been giving up a little bit of momentum. But it's been up all day. I should say it broke even. I should say this. It was at 34,600 range, and it's now 34,511. It was about 90 points higher. And again, that would have been a gain of 150 points on the day. It had a 200-point start first thing this morning, but then it dipped down to be still up on the day. But that was just around 11 o'clock this morning. So it's kind of done this, kind of up to here, and it's just doing that. But it's lazy and sluggish, and it's not with direction or with purpose. There is not a sell wave coming into the stock market, the big market. So, okay, 222.99 on GameStop, 223.19. If the stock can break through the 225.27 barrier, it could pop 10, 20, 30 bucks. It could. I'm not going to tell you it will, but I got my green shirt on. So everything is going in the right direction. And there you have it. What can I say? What else is happening going on here? Are they issuing 5 million shares right now? I don't know if they've done that. This could be another factor as to why the shares are doing what they're doing. It's possible. I'm not saying they did it, but it's possible that GameStop issued their 5 million shares today. I can't imagine why they'd be in such a hurry. They don't need the dough like right away. If it were me, I would be just doing maybe 500,000 a day over 10 days and just slowly feed it into a unsuspecting market. But I don't know. Is that happening? I can't tell you. It could just be the reaction to yesterday's, all the news and how, again, I think a lot of people came into GameStop in the last week and a half anticipating the great resurrection to all-time highs that have never been seen before, and the great promised land. And I haven't been calling for it, but maybe people were, and they were sorely mistaken when the stock did not do what they had prognosticated to themselves or to each other that it was going to do, and they're getting blown out. They're taking their exit strategy and walking away. 17 million. How many million shares traded now? 17.6 million today. I'll call this a good flush out if that's what this is, and I don't mind how orderly it is. I'm quite happy to see how really orderly this has happened. We have not had, like I said, massive $50 drops in 15 minutes, anything like that. It's just been a slow, steady, a slow exit of people who are disappointed leaving the theater, just not happy with the fact that it didn't go to 600 a share today or yesterday or whatever it was supposed to do. I don't know what it was supposed to do for people, but I'm happy with overall how it's been performing lately. There you go. That is the up to the minute, this second story of what's happening. We have 216 thumbs ups. I thank you for these thumbs ups in a difficult market. 11 on the downside. We'll see if we can keep those thumbs ups coming in and get to 1,000 today. There's where you're at. Okay. What else is going on? What's being said here? I have 100 shares of FAII. Should I consider moving them to 11, 19, 1250 calls? I could get 5 calls for the same amount of money that I have in the stock. Trying to find a balance between shares and contracts, you see. So you have 100 shares of FAII, which are at $10, right? $9.98. So you can take about $1,000 and then put it into $200 contracts for $12.50 would that be November 11/19. November the 19th, right? I see what you mean, at $12.50. I generally don't like to do that kind of stuff, although it makes sense. You'd have 500 shares leverage. If the shares go to $15, upon their merger and what have you, you're going to be sitting at $3.50 a call, $3 a call, $3.50 a call. So that'll be about $1,700-1,800. If the shares go to 16. You'd be $3.50 in the money with maybe a $455 price tag, and you'd be double your money at least. So that it's a strategy. Obviously, the home run would be if you went to $22.50, went up $10 from where your strike price is at. You'd have like an $11, $12 contract. You'd have $5,500 to $6,000, and you'd be 5-6 times your money, and that might be irresistible for you to not want to do that. So I hear you. Your call if you want to do it. The safe bet is to hold the stock. There is no time limit on it, but contracts, I prefer you could get longer out, but I don't think you can. I think this is as far as you can go. So there's that. All righty. What else? Uncle Bruce, I want to try the other side of the option change. So I sold a July 16, 2021 AMC put for $105.25 at a strike price of $145, netting a credit. Was this executed correctly? Oh boy, I don't know here. Sold a call. Sorry, you sold a put July for $105. So you are in effect at $145. You're in effect offering to buy the stock at $145 a share. That's what you've done here. And you must have enough credit against this to pull this trade off with your broker, I'm assuming. So you've got this strike price of $145. You pulled in $105. So the difference is $40 on the deal. It's right now at $43.83. So I'm not sure how this is going to work for you. I really don't know. Now the stock's at 40. Was at 43, almost $44 is what the price of the stock is, right? Okay. Yeah, I don't generally play the puts on right. I don't write puts way out like this. Oh gosh, this is such scary money. But hey, it is what it is. You've got the credit for $105 a share sitting in your account right now, and if you have the difference between that and the $145, which is $40 a share, you're fine. And so that's $4,000, and you obviously have it. So there you go. If you did get assigned right now, you could sell your stock for 43, bring in the 4,300 and add it to your 105,000, and you have more money than you need to buy the stock. So there you have it. There's your strategy. 217 on GameStop. This is the low of the day right now, if I'm correct. Yeah, we're in the low territory right now. Is this the one last final gasp of selling coming in for the day on GameStop, or are we missing something really obvious, or is this just a one last shot, maybe an attack by short sellers to try to unnerve GameStop shareholders and others? Don't know. AMC right now is trading at $43.75, and it is a ways from that $39 low. So AMC is nowhere near its low of the day. It's GameStop that is as closer to its low than AMC is. Hit 216.16. It's now 217.01. That was an attack, though. That definitely was a $7-8 shot on GameStop. It went from the 222.24 range down to 216. That was definitely a hit. Is it, how deep is the hit? How many shares have they got? I don't know. 18 million traded now on GameStop. 216.26, 215.84. It could be interesting if this seller has a little bit of stock, but not too much, runs out of bullets quickly, the snapback could be $10, $12, and that could take us into the 230 range or higher. We'll see if this really has much in the way of momentum behind it. 214.76 right now. Last trade on GameStop, 215.40. The low is 214.40. We're now 215.97, 215.58. We'll watch this, as we always do, rather closely. About a $1 pop so far, $1.50 pop. 216 now. 216 on the stock. Again, and we are, I think, a little higher than this recent low. Let me check the volume again. 8.25 million, 214.42 was the low. 215.44 at the moment is where the stock is at. I get the impression that there's no more stock here, that this seller hit the bid and is out. Remember, we're in a short sale restricted mode for the rest of the day today and tomorrow. So short sellers having a tough time. They'll have a tough time hitting bids. They can't do it. They can only sell on upticks. So they can offer a bunch of stock and try to dissuade buyers from buying through resistance levels. 214 last trade. This is the low right now. But the question is, how many shares are we dealing with here? Is there really a ton coming in, or is this just an attempt to kind of shake up the bid asks? Hey, it's all fair in love and war. The stock went to 340 something last week. It's now 214 this morning, or even early this week it was in the 340 range. 214, 215.77 just popped again, popping higher. 215.80. Watching this with great interest. We're 240 off the low right at the moment. $213.45 was the low. We're 215.99, trying to break through 216, and we'll see what it's going to do. 216.23. I just saw that quote. 216.12. So we're quickly. We might be quickly going higher, but it could come back again. So games are being played. We have 43 minutes left in the day, so we'll see what's going on. Triple bottom, maybe. You never know. Okay, thank you, David, for joining the show, the channel. I appreciate this. It's nice to have you here, and we will keep an eye on this market. Welcome, David, to the gang here. We're having fun. Let's see, lots of fun. Okay. And my portfolio looks like the Incredible Hulk took 50 Viagras. 215.79 right now. 215.61 on GameStop. The low 213.45. A little over $2.20, roughly about $2 above the low of just a few moments ago. SoFi 22.86, up 15 cents. VGAC 11.18, up $1.01. The high today for Virgin was 11.25, and it's 11.18 right now. So it's approaching its high of the day. The vote must be through by now. I would imagine that the vote is over and that shareholder meeting is done. Let's see how it goes. Hi, all from Larry. Hey, Larry, buddy, how you doing? 215.60 on the GameStop, about $2 higher than the low of the day, approximately 220 higher. Now 214.60, dollar higher, so it's coming in again. How much we don't know. Adam, thank you, Adam, for this donation. I appreciate it. Latest news on Webull under GameStop says the hedge funds lose $6 billion on meme stocks. Interesting stuff. Then I have James. I didn't trade in GameStop anymore purely because I don't have enough cash for 100 shares to write contracts. Days like this make me glad to I'm keeping on the sidelines. A mere 349 thumbs ups. Let's not have Yoko on top on this day. We don't want Yoko now. Honestly, Uncle Bruce, thank you so much for teaching us about SPACs. Bruce, so glad I found your channel. I've bought stock for years, but I was scared to try options. Now I've topped up my sideways stocks to 100. I'm writing covered calls. Looking forward to your classes. Go SoFi. Right on, man. 2285 up 14 on SoFi. 215, 216 on GameStop right now. And Gore's at 1561, Virgin at 1113, VGAC. All right. And GameStop, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Thank you, everybody, and appreciate your kind words. And I'm glad you're here to enjoy what we're going through at the moment. Let's see what this grind is all about. Thursday is Yoko Ono Day. Oh, no. Let's see, 11:14 now on Virgin acquisition, and Fortress is sitting at $10 right now. Just finally hit 10. Days like this, wake the days with gains, all the more sweet. You can't appreciate the light without the dark. There you go. 213.79 coming in with a little sell pressure here again on GameStop. But now 214.90. So it's jumping. 213.20 is the official low. 214.83 at the moment is the lightest trade. A bit of a stand going on here. 215 now. 215.38 on GameStop is where we're at. Will there be a pop from here, or will it stay here? I don't know. Excuse me. Watching very closely what this pattern is and what we're happening. We're right at the low again. 212.83 new low. 212.83. Stock just came right in, and a seller just hit bids and is selling off at 213.80, 213.35 right now. The new low of the day now is $212.65. 212.65 is the new official low. We're watching that. Still trying to figure out if this is the low or not. Okay. Thank you, Robert Epps, for joining us. And appreciate it. Let's see here. Let's go. They're going to make me want to buy more. This is not the first time GameStop was down when I didn't buy at the top. I just got 10 more GameStop shares for 214.11. There you go, 214. You wouldn't have thought of that this morning, would you? Would you have thought that yesterday, that you'd be able to get some at 214 and was trading at 320? Unbelievable. It is what it is. 213.22, 214.01, 214.40. So we are at volume now on GameStop, 18.8 million. We're not bringing in a ton of stock here. This is not coming in. I mean, if we were getting in, a million every 5-10 minutes, but we're not. It's not coming in at that level at all. So at this point, it's a matter of buyers just kind of gathering up enough strength to come in. The selling, I don't think it's. I don't know what it is. I mean, is it really margin selling? Is it speculators getting kicked out? I don't know. Or opportunistic, those who have short positions trying to hit the bid to keep morale down. 215 now on the stock, 215.66. Looks like we're up $3 from the low of just 2 minutes ago. These bounce backs are getting stronger. They're getting harder and higher. So we see these stock dropping, and then it's a $2 pop, $3 pop, $2 pop. We get those quite quickly. It's telling me that it's being artificially held here. It won't last much longer unless there's heavy volume behind it. They have to get a real wave of selling to keep it down. Otherwise, this nibbling will come in and overpower the sellers, and she'll be at 225 in no time. 215 right now is where she's at right at this moment. But this is just my gut feel, my old experience talking. It's human nature. It's just humans against humans on this stock. It's all it is. It's not machines. It's people who want it to go down and people who want it to go up, and those who think it's a good deal and are nibbling it up and taking it away. Joe, 18 million shares and down almost $90. It just doesn't make sense to me. Luckily, I'm numb to the swings these days. Sheeman, every time he talks, Sherman, Sherman, Bruce isn't just our advisor, also our psychiatrist. Someone tell me a GameStop. Someone sell me a GameStop 500 January 22 call for $40 already. How about that? Nick, Robert, 213.35 again. Uncle Bruce, there's a SPAC CLI that have solved the problem of it taking 1.5 hours to charge your car. They can do it 30 minutes, putting into grocery parking lots. Where do I find income information? Where do I find the income information on EVgo? I don't know, Mark. I can't tell you. I've heard of the SPAC, but I haven't been excited enough to get into it. So, do some Google work. I guess it also makes having a diverse portfolio feel all the better. 213.41 right now. Jack Bauer, welcome. Robert, welcome. As this rate, I'm not going to be able to retire today. It's not happening today. Raise my dollar cost average, but I don't care. Hold and do not sell. 213. They're trying to scare me. I'm not selling. I'm buying more. Hello, Smith, new member. Welcome. Hello, Smith. Nice to have you here. I don't need a therapist. I'm completely mentally stable. They're spreading FUD. Bruce, welcome. Bruce, please tell these folks they have to have a price target to sell unless they want to play the stock market like a lottery. Been saying for weeks that people out there are planning to sell. You have to do what you got to do. 212.02, new low. Here we go. 212.02, 212.15. We just got a new low here on GameStop. We're following this. Can't get into too many deep questions at this point. We're watching too many little things. 22.90 on SoFi, up 19 cents. 11.14 on VGAC, up 97 cents. AMC 42.45, down 6.89. 212.60, 212.38. And I think the low trade has been 212 so far on GameStop. A $212 low trade so far. All right. Volume now on GameStop, 19.1 million shares. It'll be our heaviest day finally in a while, but unfortunately it's on a $90 down day at this point in time. We have 35 minutes left to go. We're at 211 right now. 211 on GameStop. That is a new low. 211 on the stock at this moment in time. Watching to see just how much is coming through. All righty. Who else is here? Picked up 71 more shares today, buying the dips. And by the way, I'm having problems with my PayPal account. Your cut's coming. Well, thank you, Mark. Appreciate that. What it is what it is. That is what it is. That's the way Alex. Wait, you can sell your stocks? No, you can't sell stocks. Did anyone ever tell you look like Yoko? 211.31. I think Uncle Bruce. I took your advice and bought 500 shares of VGAC, 998, and 8 covered calls for January 2022 at $10. The $10 call. Way to go! And you're now at 11.15, and you're getting richer on both. Well done. 212.23 is the price of GameStop. Up $1.50, 212.58 right now. Low 211. Alrighty. The 6-9 meeting has been hyped for months. Why is anyone surprised at this drop? Rob, I've had to charge my phone so much often these days with all the refreshing I'm doing. First world problems. Almost 1 million shares traded in the last 10 minutes. Great job. Hello, stocks dropped. Tell the shirts close up shop. Let's see. Hang on. Gee whiz. Oh my gosh. Hang on. There we go. Okay, there we go. Stocks drop. Tell the shirts close. Down 2,500 for the day equals pain. Luckily, I have the SPACs to entertain me. There you go. 212.48, 212.61, and the low on GameStop officially 211 is the low so far. Okay, GameStop 212.68. Volume on this now 19.37 million. Is where the volume is at. Over at AMC, 42.40 on 207 million shares. The low there, 39.71. It was several hours ago. 212.68 on GameStop. Okay. Jane Doe, Tony, I'll bet Yoko's never heard those two words in the same sentence. Beautiful and Yoko. Well, I would say John called her that. I'm sure John whispered that to her. They had a love affair. But, yeah, it's all right. Picked up another 200 shares of GameStop
Welcome, Robert. Wonder if you're a listener to this AM or was able to get out at the 220 call. Wait, that's right. Jane, I forgot. Is it Jane? Jen? I can't remember her name. Yeah, because we were talking about the 210s. She had 210s, and at this point, they might close out of the money. Hey, what can I say? It is Jane Doe, and then there was Jane. Gosh, you remember her name? Yeah, her handle. I'm trying to remember. The bird is the word. Okay, laugh out loud. Ego is from Energy, but website things. Oh, 451 thumbs ups. Getting closer. I'm pulling the trigger on more very soon. Watching the price closely. Down 24,000 today. Could be up 50 grand tomorrow. Got to roll these market waves. We all end up on the top. Just hold and sit around and enjoy. 211.82. And that's where we're at. 2278 on SoFi, 1113 on VGAC. The Dow is still up 26 points, but slowly fading. 18-point gain on S&P, 99-point gain on NASDAQ, 212.22 on GameStop right now. Thanks for the dip back at 100 shares. James, I took some money out of my portfolio this week, Uncle Bruce. Looking forward to buying into your classes. Right on. Just bought GameStop at 212. Let's go. And sold 30 last week, bought 80 today, working my way up to 100, keep dropping it. Can you guys let the stock go to 17 for me? I'd like the 100 shares, please. 211, 212.85 right now. Let's see, Nav site, $15 cost. Remember, pretty cheap, 50 to 65 cents. I got a few more, 10 in total. If it pops to $20, $25, not a bad return. That's true. Let's see. Let's go. Let's see. William Y. Thank you, William, for this donation. Hang on, there we are. 100 million shares short, cover with 1 million in the money contracts that expires only 4 billion cost, assuming the shorts opened at $1. Okay, interesting. Just another day at the GameStop world. No sweat here. Really enjoying what options have been doing. Thanks again, Bruce. Way to go, Attico. 213.30 now on GameStop. Mr. Mojo and Uncle Brucey. Please take some time to look into Nokia. It's not a meme stock. It's an excellent long-term play. They'll never go back to the bottom of $4 a share. Please, P.S. I'm not a Nokia bag holder, you know. Picked up another 11 GameStop, waiting for this dip to add to my position. 214.43 on GameStop, going higher. Dana down 7,700 today on GameStop. Oh, well, can't believe how unaffected I am. It really goes down. I'm just going to buy more. Vilbus, go on and dip it. We keep getting all the good news we want to hear. If the fundamentals look good, and it's still king meme stock. Wally's World. Sorry, all my phone is croaking, but I'm a listening. Mike the Manic, Bruce, first time in a while. I'm in the green thanks to VGAC and SoFi. Thank you so much. 22.75 on SoFi, 11.12 on VGAC, 214.67 on GameStop. The low of the day, $211. We're 377 up from the low of the day about 5 minutes ago. All righty. I'm betting I'll recover much faster this time. I feel nothing, not the wind on my face or the spray of the sea. Okay, let's see. Such a catch-22 with earnings and calls. If I bought the GameStop puts for next week, I would have balanced this dip. But the other side is if it went up, I'd be down the same amount if it went up. Oh, okay. Let's see. Can we expect the same thing for VGAC as IPOE? Can it go to $22 to $25 as soon as this starts trading as 23andMe? I can't say it will. I can't say it won't. We'll find out. 216 on GameStop, by the way, coming up again. But these days of $10 and $9.95 are, I think, over. That's just me. Loving VGAC over $11. I took a nap and I woke up to this mess. No more naps for me. No kidding. It was awesome. It was Jane Doe. It was Jane Doe. That was the name Jen Doe. It was Jen Doe. That's right. It was Jen Doe. How you doing, Jen Doe? I hope you're out there. I hope you're doing all right. And you were back to 216 on the stock now. There we go. Shermanator Day, Shermanator 2, Flushing Day. With GameStop daily volume approaching 90 average, wouldn't the price be going the other direction? Let's see. Anyone thinking his GameStop selling is clueless? Anyone selling it? Jane Doe. That's why Bruce couldn't remember. It only has eyes for one, Jen. Losing over 3,000K, still 70% of the positive. Going to get more. Hasta la vista, baby. GameStop. This is the part of the message where they step on your back before you know it'll be getting tickled in a funny place. 217.70 on GameStop. It's coming on quickly now. with a bit of a run here. We'll see if there's much for sale here. It could be pretty empty. 19.98 million. We're about to hit 20 million. We got 27 minutes to go. To 17.92 on GameStop. That is $7 higher, just about $7 higher than the low of the day about 10 minutes ago. 218.57. The watt just popped again. All righty. Okay, I'm not sure if November is long enough for NASDAQ to get 20s. I'm just holding shares on it. 20s might be too much. 1250s are good. Laugh down 28 grand now. Who's counting? It'll be rebuying. It'll be fine. Just makes things exciting. Sherman had a summer job once in the bank vault. He was fired after all the money in the vault spontaneously combusted in his presence. Hope and believe it's GameStop sell-off. DFV has lost millions today, and he isn't crying. He's just relaxing. Got to run to the store, guys. Make sure we're back at 3 when I get back. Make sure it's back to 300 when I get back. 219.57 going up again. Down 20 grand, been here since January. This is nothing new. This is an opportunity for those wanting to buy GameStop to get in. Let's see. Tony, you see his recent tweets. He seemed to be feeling a little. Alex, I love it, y'all. You don't want me sharing my shoes. We will have to start the whole new sassy channel, laughing out loud. Buy, Mortimer, buy. There's a fire sale. And here I thought I was buying the, what's that comment? Buying the dip this morning at 260, laughing out loud. 220 on GameStop now, up $9 from the dip. The Dow is up 28, S&P up 17.9, NASDAQ up 90. Excuse me, VGAC 1109 up 92 cents, SoFi 2283 up 12. Alrighty, you know what? VGAC and Gore saved my day. Kayla, no, you mean I have too many pairs of shoes and boots. If Nokia found the cure for cancer, the stock would still drop in price. I heard you shouldn't hold options during your earnings because of the Varush crush or whatever. Let's see. I would have been more excited to move up another 20 grand. IPOE was trading at 17 before it converted to SoFi, by the by, if anybody wants to know. My name is Jones. Remember when we went to 340 fast, we got slapped in the face fast. Then we tried to go to 327 slowly, and now we get this slowly. I guess it's totally normal. 220 on GameStop, up $9 from the low of the day. Now that's what it's doing. Call me paper handed all you want, but I've always sold GameStop during highs and bought during dips. My paper hands are made of people's lost cash, up $1,200 for the day so far. James, IPOE was $15 when Uncle Bruce made his video about it. That's when I loaded up on it. Kayla, Alex, maybe we should start a shoot channel, just to fill the times between Uncle Bruce shows. Tony, I would have his kid if he did that, and I'm a dude. Get that dip while you still can. Let's see. Thanks for the long call ideas, Uncle Bruce. I was down big on VGAC and ready to smash my bagel mug. Bought some December calls. I'm up 192% and offsetting the stock loss. You are back on my Christmas list. 1109 is where it's at right now. 2294 on SoFi. It's going higher. 219.67 on GameStop right now. Had a good little pop here. Guys and gals, I know it's easy to get down on days like this, but a little perspective. I tell patients every day they have cancer. That's a bad day. And I'm constantly amazed the strength they show. Just amazing. Let's talk SoFi. 219, sell. When they start taking profits, a healthy tip is headed your way, Bruce. The knowledge I've gained since January alone, very grateful. You're in line behind me, says Tony. Tony, 220. 219 right now. 22.98 on SoFi. Trying to get to 23. There it is, 23 on SoFi again, up 29 cents. The high of the day on SoFi, 23.40. And we got 24 minutes. Really interesting to see if we close at a high or try to take a run at it on SoFi. 218.31 on GameStop. VGAC 11.10 now, up 93. Okay. Let's see. Could it be possible if GameStop is already selling their 5 million shares? Is that happening? I don't know. Got some at 241, 220, 213. Now it's 217.40. Alrighty, let's go here. What else is happening? You make a great point. Besides, not like we haven't been here before. Luckily, we have Uncle B to talk us down. Nick, get some on the dip before you can. While you can. Jendo had a 220 call expiring 618. Still has time. Bruce, the manic. Bruce, when you mentioned points in regard to S&P and Dow, how are the points measured? Is it a percentage or a certain amount of money? It's a reflection of the basket of all the stocks are put together. And in the case of the Dow, there are 30 stocks. And the more expensive, the more high priced the stock is, the more of an effect it'll have on the Dow. The lower price the stock is, the less of an effect it'll have on the Dow. And so if you have a 40-point move on the Dow today, which is a 34,888, 488 point index, 34,488, it's moving 40 points up. Not a lot going on. It's 1/10 of 1%. It's a flat day. It's not a bad day. It's not a great day. It's a flat day. S&P, it measures 500 stocks, and it's a 4,238 point index, down up 19 points, half of a percentage point. It's an okay day. You give me one of these every day for the week, we have a 2.5% gain for the week. That's a good year. 125% gain every year. It was pretty good. NASDAQ up 96 points, up 0.69%. 14,000 is the index. So these do get dominated by the larger cap stocks. Some of these indexes are very heavily factored and influenced by market capitalization. That is another thing that really moves them as well. 23.20 on SoFi, by the way. We're up 49 cents now. We just jumped 20 cents in 10 minutes, if not, even not 5 minutes maybe. 219 again on GameStop. It looks like it's taking another, well, let's jump into 218, 219. And 1113 on VGAC. So a couple of your SPACs are really helping you today on your portfolios. We're waiting for Fortress, waiting for Gores. We're waiting for all of them to, do their thing. Fortress, 5 days from now, is a shareholder vote for Fortress. 218 on GameStop at this moment in time. All right. And let's see. What else have we got here? Thank you all for popping through, seeing me, being here. I appreciate it. Let's go. What do we got here? What are your thoughts on NAV's site $10 calls for August the 8th? I know they're not far out, but they're 60 cents each. Yeah, I know. Look, if the shares go to 11, you're making money, right? I mean, you need 1060 on the merger to be done, but we don't know the merger. That's the problem. You're gambling that there'll be a merger. I haven't even got a date for a merger, so I wouldn't touch these. I just, it's too risky. I mean, I know you want to be a gambler and all, but we got nothing. I got nothing to base a reason to buy such a close-in contract for. And I just really emphasize to you guys, do not bother with short-in contracts if you're buying on these SPACs. You want to buy call contracts, you got to go long. Otherwise, you're at a slot machine and you know you're going to lose. You just know you're going to lose. What can I tell you? Anyway, let's see, to 217.55 on GameStop. So I want SoFi to pop to $27. I want my October call to be in the money. Oh yeah, I also own a few hundred of them too. So, but the call is more exciting. There you go. And let's go. 540 thumbs ups, 460 to go. Thank you everybody for these thumbs ups. 556 have come in now. I appreciate that. We have 19 minutes to go to try to get to 1,000 thumbs ups before we hit the close. That would be pretty nice. Thank you everybody. All right, let's go. What else is going on? Uncle Bruce, it's probably not easy streaming as much as you do every week. What do you like about it? You help the underdogs very much. Forever grateful. Well, I just love watching these markets and knowing kind of where you guys are at with these positions. Listening to what I've said about them and all that. And so I'm like you. I'm kind of playing the market through you, although I own no positions. And I get a real sense of satisfaction when I see a stock do what it's supposed to do. I get frustrated when stocks don't do what they're supposed to do. I get upset when morons on the CNBC screw it up, or just are so biased against certain things. It just drives me nuts. I like to see the little guy win. I really do. I like to see retail investors get the win when they're on the right side of the market. That's what I'm going to say. Alrighty. What else is going on? It's Yoko Day today. When GameStop sells, it'll likely be through a big player in a deal. Let's see. Uncle Bruce, Gore's calls keep going up, even if the stock goes up or down. Your thoughts on this? More and more people are jumping into the calls of Gore's holdings, Gore's GHVI, because they know what we know about Matterport. They're hearing and they're seeing all these press releases coming out from the Matterport side. Unbelievable developments happening. They're really positive developments on Matterport. And we know that Matterport is going to be taking over Gore's holdings. And so people want that leverage when this thing pops, because when the market begins to discover what this Matterport can do, I mean, all of what it can do, not just, 3D imaging for real estate sales, there could be a run on that stock to an unbelievable level. And there's why people want leverage. They want these contracts badly, and they want the, Gore's goes to $50 a share and you're sitting on $15 and $20 contracts. You got to figure out you're into a whole bunch of cash here. And that is why these calls are spreading up on premiums. Same with Virgin, the same with SoFi. You've noticed the spreads on, the increased value of these calls. And that's why I urge you to, get them while they're quiet, because once it blows, you have no chance. 23.36 on SoFi. We're up 66 now. 23.38. The high is 23.40. Didn't I say that? 23.40 is the high on SoFi. We're just about to break through the high. We still have 16 minutes left in the day. So anybody making money on SoFi today should be happier. 215.50 on GameStop, as it is flirting about here in this, this 211 to 20 range. Gore's at 15.54, down 32 cents, and Virgin at 11.10, up 93 cents. Okay. Can you remind me why old schoolers don't like SPACs? My uncle was making me nervous last night, but I told him I only listen to Bruce. I keep coming back to this. I'm going, I don't know what you're nervous about with respect to a SPAC. The SPAC listing is the most solid listing on the exchange if it's trading at around $10 a share. And the reason it's the most solid listing there is because for every dime the stock is trading at, there's equivalent money in the bank in trust. SPACs have hundreds of millions of dollars in their bank accounts to refund to their shareholders at $10 a share. You buy a SPAC at 11, you're risking $1 on a SPAC. That's it. You're buying a SPAC at 980, you are ahead 20 cents on your investment. There's no other stock you can do that with. You can't do that with Apple. Apple doesn't have $125 a share in cash in the bank. You sell everything off that Apple has and you won't get $125 a share. There's no way. But on a SPAC, you'll get your $10 back. I agree. If a SPAC is trading at $25 a share, they haven't done a deal, then they're only worth $10. You're risking $15. But the reason you're buying a $25 SPAC is because the deal they've announced that they're doing is so interesting and so full of upside that people are prepared to pay a premium on that merger. Well, right now, VGAC is 11.05. They voted in the deal. You are now risking 11.05 on Virgin, VGAC. You're finally risking all $11, but you now have 23andMe in the party, and you got $950 million cash in the bank with 23andMe, and you now have Richard Branson as the mouthpiece for this thing, and all the pharmaceuticals coming in behind it. Look out! I agree. There are some SPACs who've done stupid things. They've taken off when they shouldn't have. Yeah, a handful. But I don't recommend those. I avoid them like the plague. So SPACs at $10 are the safest investment you can make on the market. There's nothing safer than a $10 SPAC. Nothing. They've got the money in the bank to pay you back. The only public company that can possibly do that. But people who think they know all about SPACs and stuff, what can I say? Everyone has their opinion, though. It's okay. Hi, Uncle Bruce. GameStop reported in their 8K that they intend to file with the SEC to issue more stock. How long does procedure usually take from filing to get approved? They filed it. They could have. It might not even need approval. It's just a filing. They're just telling the SEC what they're doing. They don't ask for permission. They may have just told them this is what we're doing, and that's it. It's been filed. Filing's in the file. Done. They can do whatever they want. I think that's how this works. Let's see what's going on. Oh, so much fun. Jim Cramer told everyone to buy this morning. A bunch of us viewers getting wrecked at the moment. Well, it's a question of how long you're going to hold it for. 213, 212 right now on GameStop. DQ, interesting how different the same price can be. 10 days ago, 220 would have been a dream come true. Today, 220 is way down there. Why the face? That's right. 212 is why the face? It was $160 2.5 weeks ago. Why the face at 212? True. That's true. It's all perspective. For those speculators who paid $320 yesterday and the day before, thinking it was going to $600, they're getting their butts handed to them right here. But then they weren't investors. These weren't investors in GameStop. These were flippers. These were day traders. They got their butts handed to them and they're getting kicked out. They're out of here and they're gone. They're licking their wounds. What's left of their wounds, they're out of here. Exactly. That's the way it is. Those of you who have held this stock, who buy this on dips, you're no worse off. Yeah, it was higher, it's lower. It's where it is. It's 214 right now, and we know what's going on with this company. We are in for the long haul because we're not interested in a day flip. We all would love to find one sometime, but we're in for the long haul. 214, 215 on GameStop right now. Christina Spy, because a lot of SPACs in the past sucked and the old schoolers hate them because they didn't pick the right ones and they lost money on them. Maybe that's it too. Maybe. You never know. That's it. SPACs, what can I do? What can we say? All right, what's going on? GVHI 30 January call seemed a bit expensive, 105. I bought them anyway. Oh, wow, $30 seems kind of crazy, which he is correct, but they possibly think it's going to be like IBM or Apple or something. Let's get some more thumbs up for Bruce. No Yoko, please. Uncle B, I have 10 SoFi call options at 21 with a June 25 expiration. So I buy the shares and hold. No, you're going to just sell your contracts when you want to. You've got still another 2 weeks. So your SoFi is now 23.22. You're in the money, and I hope you're making money. And you just take a profit, do what you want from there. Whatever you want to do. Thanks for explaining, Mike says. Most SPACs in the past were not good to invest in overall. Let's go. Thank you, everybody. Zach, thank you, Zach, for this donation. Uncle Bruce, I have 100 SVAC 15s for July 16. For a nickel, 68 Nash at $10 calls, 716 for 12 cents, and 103 NSH at 12.5 calls for July for 5. Hopefully merges and pops before then. Thoughts? So let's hope so. Because you could really score some nice money here if you can get a thing going. That would be going. How's your GameStop going? I'm down 7,500, says Dana. We're at 215 right now. Okay. What else is going on here? Thank you. Well, at least I was able to buy 100 shares of VACQ today. Mentats, thank you for this donation. Uncle B, you are my lucky Buddha. Can I rub your belly? That's gross. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. All righty. What else is going on? I'm up 30% this week. I've learned so much from Bruce. I started daydreaming about quitting my day job. Now we're talking. See, there you go. Matterport just looks so cool. 215.98 right now, 23.30 on SoFi, 217.26 on GameStop, 217.66. VGAC 11.14 going higher. I'm now 6,900. Woohoo! And I bought 12.5 Navstar for November 19. Am I good? Should be all right. Let's see. Let's go. Here comes the SoFi, 23.27. It was me, Jen Doe, with the 220 GameStop contracts that expire. I'm about 8 minutes behind the show today, just still sitting, watching, waiting. Should I still be doing some strategy? You're out of the money. The calls are worthless right now, but unfortunately they have a week to go. And so they won't take your stock away from you if it stays under 220, but something tells me it's going to go through 220. But it's all right. You're good until 2:35 or something like that. Even you're still okay. So just sit there and enjoy. And who knows between now and next Friday what they do. It's just been a most interesting day, to say the least. 219, 220 on the stock right now, 220.41 on GameStop shares. We have 7 minutes to go, and a little bargain hunting coming at the end of the day. Check out some Matterport videos on YouTube. Very exciting stuff. Let's see. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I vote for Matterport to unite with GameStop for virtual reality tours of touristic locations around the world. There you go. I'm naming my next grandchild Matterport. It's just a cool name. I noticed that arrogant person usually in the chat gloating about how great he is with his GameStop positions, and cheesy outlook on COVID is nowhere to be found today. Boy, I'm spoiled. If not a 1,500% return in 90 days, it's not a good investment. I just got 56 cents a share dividend on Microsoft. Besides IBM, which other high dividend stocks do you recommend, Uncle B? Haven't been recommending any others, really. Carter, a SPAC drop after the name change is what people worry about. The IPO is the worst. The SPAC is better. Half the reason people started companies to get an IPO so the insiders can dump. There you go. Media scares people off. I agree. It's ridiculous. Actually, Uncle B, SoFi is doing quite well on my stocks and my contracts. 23.30, I would say so. 11.12 on Virgin. And we've got GameStop at 219.85. All right. Let's go. Data. Alex, you have a good attitude. That's why we're all still here with GameStop and Uncle Bruce. We understand this is temporary before the moon. James, coin dropped 200 from its IPO day price, yet people point at SPACs and cry scam. Exactly. People are into Coinbase at 429, and it's now what, 220? Yeah, and it's supposedly the good stock. Yeah, really. Unbelievable. Another 10% portfolio gain day for so far. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. You are truly changing lives, so thank you. Right on. Hedgies bought $100 million of in-the-money puts at about $400. This is the last resort attack to drive down price. This is what we're seeing right now. Dana, I'm done this stuff before the whole GameStop stuff. I was long on Tesla for some years and couldn't care less about it. It's just a gamble on money I can lose. 23.29 on SoFi. GameStop 218.09. 5 minutes to go in the day, and then we close. That is the deal. Let's see what's going on. All right, keep going. What else? My take on why people are so negative on SPACs is that they repeat what they hear on the media without fully understanding or critically thinking about what they're saying. I get you there. IPO, get insiders in first. Retail investors get the dump. Look at coin, as Uncle Bruce has mentioned. The Undertaker has been waiting for the right game. Vincent, thank you for the donation. $5. People buying overpriced SPACs that had no merger target and getting upset at swearing off SPACs when they didn't go anywhere. Listen to Bruce's due diligence. There you go. Okay, so SPAC rule is buy if under 10. Jane Doe, otherwise, I was wondering if that's how they were trying to make some of their losses back. Hi, Uncle Bruce. Getting the email alerts from YouTube again. You did something magic to make it work again. Thank you. Okay. Hi, set up for Gamma. This will be shut down rather than fast, and it'll call mother of all short squeezes. Okay, Aaron, exactly what I heard. We're at 219.27 here. And what else is going on? Jim Kramer says SEC should educate the retail investors. I say Uncle Bruce already does the job. I say the SEC should regulate and check out the non-disclosure of short positions by institutions. I think that's what we want to have here. I want to have full and complete disclosure of what their short positions are. You make them disclose their position on 100 shares of Apple, make them disclose their short position on 100,000 shares of GameStop or AMC or any stock. What the hell's going on? Why do these guys get to hide behind the shadows and leave all of us in the open? It's ridiculous. Oh, man, the SEC, what a bunch of losers those guys are. So this is because these shorts don't want them to issue 5 million more shares at a high price or what? I don't know. 666 thumbs ups. Can we get 1,000 thumbs ups, please? We have 3 minutes to go before the show is over. We're at 741. I don't want to do this. I really don't want to do this. We have 746 thumbs ups. We still have 3 minutes before the market closes. Could we get to 1,000 thumbs ups before we get there? Could you guys help me out? Hit that thumbs up button right now for me. We're at 770 right now. We only need 230 more. Let's keep this lady right where she is, inside this sleeve right here where she belongs. and help me out. There's 802 thumbs up, so we only need 198 more. I know you guys can do it for me. I know you have those thumbs ups. You can hit them right now. 827. Come on, you guys. Nail those thumbs up. I'll give you some inspiration. I'll give you some neat emojis. Help me out to the promised land of 1,000 thumbs ups. 865. 135 to go. Come on. Give them to me, baby. Let's make it happen. Come on. Let's make this a Peloton commercial. Come on. Come on. You know you can do it. 894. 106 thumbs ups to go. Keep her in the sleeve. 92 thumbs ups to go. Make it happen. Get me over the top. We're at 922 now. It's almost there. We're almost there. The neat emojis are putting us over 1,000 thumbs ups right now. Get us over there right now. 932, 68 to go. Bringing it in here. It's 933, 67 left to go. Give me a thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. Make that thumbs ups. I don't care how you do the thumbs ups. Stand on your head and do a thumbs up. So we need 33 more to get over 1,000 thumbs ups, and we can then make it. We're into 2-minute territory for the market, and we're going to get 1,000 thumbs ups. 983, 17 to go. We're going to happen. It's going to have one more. I need one more. Just one more. There it is. We got 1,000 thumbs ups. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for getting me over 1,000 thumbs ups again. You guys are incredible. The streak is something to behold, and every YouTuber wishes he could do that. And I thank you so much for helping me get over the top with these thumbs ups. I love it. That's fantastic. Thank you, everybody. 22.98 on SoFi. 221 on GameStop right now. 220 to 221 on GameStop. We're into the last minute or two. VGAC 11.15 up 98 cents. We're coming into the close of the market. The volatility index is 1605. That's very low. That's very good. And what can I say? You know what? You know that Yoko is the type of person to Google herself. She's probably aware of your trash talking her. Then again, she's my motivation and everyone's motivation to give me 1,000 thumbs up. So that's a good thing, isn't it? Wow, that was quick. Thank you. You're a rock star, says they say. Thank you, everybody. Let's rock and roll here. Tobias, hi there. We're just over 3,000. $400 puts bought for tomorrow, expired at a price of $172.14, total $516,000. I have no idea what's going on there. Oh, yes. Hey, the streak. That's a song, isn't it? Can't wait for the Friday games. Oh, those are tomorrow. 221.13 on GameStop. As we are coming into the close here, 22.98 on SoFi, 11.14 on VGAC. The Dow is up 21, S&P up 20, NASDAQ up 109. We got a 220.39 close. We are done. They're clapping. They're clapping. It's over. We're done at $220.67, down $81.89 a share. After the low of 211, we have a $9 recovery. That's all we got back, but that's what we got. And maybe this is the next base we work from here. I don't know. Let's see. Can we get a $40 GameStop pop in the aftermarket? I'm going to call it right now, says Daniel. We're going to go up $40 in the aftermarket. And let's see what's going on. Video, thank you for that donation. 5 VGAC call, January 21st, 2022, 17 and a halves. At 190, solid buy. 17. Yeah, you'll be all right. You'll make money on those, I'm pretty sure. I heard Bruce say clap. Watch for the VGAC aftermarket as well. That could be entertaining. Yeah, one never knows. Right now, the aftermarket for GameStop, 219.86. VGAC aftermarket. We'll take a peek here. Close to 11.15, now sitting at 11.15. And thank you also to Erico, just because you're my boy. Thank you, Erico. Appreciate that. And do you think that GameStop will make a comeback? Oh, I think it's going to go much, 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 much higher than this. Oh, yeah. By the way, Bruce, I got an email from my broker that I'm rich enough to day trade now. I won't, but it's nice to have that. Go VGAC. I just gave you my fingers right off my trading platform. And there you have it. Well, we'll see what happens here. The day is over. The Dow gained 19, nothing much. S&P up 19, and the NASDAQ up 108. We kind of came through a slow drop, except for a little pop at the end on the GameStop. The volume of 21 plus million on the day. Virgin traded 6 million shares today. Virgin Acquisition Group, and it's becoming, of course, now is going to become 23andMe. So that is happening, and we'll see what's going on here. we'll watch very closely to see how it's going to perform in the aftermarket and beyond. SoFi closed at 23.02, which is a nice little close, up 31 cents. We'll take that. And AMC closed at 42.80, down 654. And it traded 220 million today. That GameStop volume was 22.4 million today, by the way. Gores closed at 15.56, down 31 cents on 417,000. Waiting for Gores to announce their merger date. 11.15 on VG on Virgin, and a volume of, like I said, 6 million. Nav site 9.96, up 2 cents. Starboard up 3 cents to 10.04. Fortress down 2 cents to 9.97. That one just kills me. Vanek up 3.23. Home Depot up 68 cents. International Business Machines down 3 cents. Now that's a solid stock. Dow up 19. Microsoft up 3.65. Apple down $1.02. Tesla up 11.34. Bed Bath & Beyond did lose 2.76 on the day. They were down to 30.84 for Bed Bath & Beyond. They closed at 31.53. So 75 cents better than the worst of the day. Still a down day, but it was. 13.90 down $1.26 on BlackBerry. 13.90, that's just around the low of the day of 13.80. So that gave up a lot of ground. 67 million. We'll see how it performs tomorrow. So there was a general sell-off today on the meme stocks going on, and a lot of questions will be asked overnight between meme followers, I guess. I don't know. $68 gain on Amazon. That's a pretty nice run today. 2% run. And Google up $30, over a percentage point gain on that one too. So there you have it. There's some movement for us to keep an eye on. GameStop is shooting 223 right now, up $3 on the aftermarket. VGAC is unchanged at 11.15. So GameStop is supposed to go up $40 a share, according to one of my viewers. So we know that's going to happen. If it's been called, that's going to happen. I mean, it just that's the way it is. I don't make these rules. I just read these rules. There you go. Thank you, everybody. Giorgio's Uncle Bruce, you're incredible. Love this daily dose. Guys, just hang around and enjoy the show. I have to run early to have a beautiful day, everybody. See you in the morning. Kayla, you take care. First ever 10,000 gain. Thanks, Bruce. Way to go, Kyle. Way to go, buddy. Wally's World. Great song. Jane Doe. Wild times when you're just a kid looking out the window at a bunch of naked butts running down the street. Uncle Bruce's generation, now you know. Shaky Fry Wad. Thank you for this donation. I wouldn't be here without you, Bruce. Got to tip the dealer. Thank you so much. Be safe, Kayla. Have a wonderful night, Kayla. Chris, thanks. Let's see. 23andMe. That's right, 23andMe. It's great how these gains on VGAC, Gores, and SoFi can leave me with a smile at the end of the day, even with losses on GameStop. That is what diversification is all about. You diversify your holdings so that you are not caught in anyone's situation. GameStop right now still sitting at, let me refresh my phone here, 223.59 right now. That's where we're at. It's up 326. Okay. And FB not confirmed yet in a public filing, but GameStop have been selling today and have made $1.276 billion from selling stock. Someone's saying in Facebook that this has been done. We are not seeing anything official anywhere. Let me see anything here. We've been wondering, when would they sell these 5 million shares? Is this truly going to happen? Is it going to be done today? I can tell you, if they did it today, it would not surprise me that tomorrow the stock goes to 270. Like, it just wouldn't surprise me if they did it today. I don't know. Volume on GameStop was 21.9 million, so they could have easily sold enough stock to raise the cash. I just don't like the way they do it. If this is what they've done, I really don't like the way this is done. If this is what they're doing, Uncle Bruce, what made you like SoFi so much early on? SoFi, I just liked how the online, the fintech finance company was growing leaps and bounds, and they're surging with members. and they're into all kinds of areas of banking. And then I found out about that banking, the bank they were buying in California to get the charter, and that just solidified the upside of that deal. That company, SoFi, is going to really do well. Like SoFi is going to do well. 225 on GameStop right now. It looks like. Okay, let's keep going here. Thank you, John Combs. Thank you for joining as a new member. Welcome to the family, my man. Zach, hey fam, I watched Bruce on Fire TV. I can thumbs up there, and on YouTube on my phone for double thumbs ups. You gotta love that. Thanks, buddy. Jane, Wally's World. I remember getting mooned by some guys coming back from a concert. That was years ago. What's up, John? VGAC will trade as ME on the 17th of June, I believe. So that is 7 days, a week from now. See you at both Kayla's. What's why we don't get Yoko of called synthetic thumbs? That's why we don't get Yoko, because there's all these synthetic thumbs ups. You know, they have the declared thumbs ups position, and then they have the undeclared thumbs ups position, the synthetic thumbs, the artificial thumbs, the black market thumbs and all those. And so you never get Yoko. It's a conspiracy. It's what it is. Yeah. Okay. Bruce, any idea on merger dates for SVAC, FAII, and Nash? Well, FAII is in 5 days. FAII is the 15th of this month. The other two, I don't know yet. Dan, I feel like hedge funds are just going to short attack GameStop and others endlessly, and the SEC's probably bought and paid for, so nothing will ever be done about this. Well, you could think that, but of course in the aftermarket it's now up to 226, so maybe not. It's not going to happen. While for Raptor, we made it, sold options, and then tanked it again. Sunday, what a day. AMC people were trolling day traders all day long and screwing up profits. I don't believe I will trade AMC again. Day traders don't like that crap. We won't be helping them out. Donnie, 16% gain on the day. Thanks, Uncle B. Mr. Mo, Joe, Risen, Uncle Bruce, can you please brush up on Fortress for a minute? Brush up on Fortress for a minute? What does he want to know? What? Crazy, funny. Woot. Kayla, have a great evening. See you in the morning. DQ, okay, well, you did good. I shouldn't have doubted you. Should never have doubted you, DQ, says Waffle Raptor. Danielle, 224. Yeah, 224 on the stock for GameStop. Okay, so I went against Uncle Bruce's recommendation of buying options too close. VGAC call strike of 15, July 16 at 78 cents. It's only $80 maximum loss, worth the experience, as this is my first option buy. So Max wants to make his first option buy a loser. That's what he wants to do. He wants to just lose money right off the bat. He wants to risk fate and just lose money right now, rather than make his first option buy a winner. But I understand that he's only using $80, and so he's kind of going, "Oh, it's only $80. I'm just going to give it a shot." And what Max might get lucky. I mean, who knows? What if the shares go to $15, $16, $17 by the time this date rolls around, and he pulls out a $3 trade? You never know. But I don't recommend it, as you all know. Let's go, Daniel. Let's see. I want to get in on these options on my 300 VGAC shares, but I don't have a clue. Interesting. That's right, Mr. Senka. We're going to have to watch my classes. Thanks, Uncle B. Have a great day. Thank you, Mr. Bobby Hobby. Dear Uncle Bruce, your email broken. May I PayPal you $400 now to lock anytime you choose one-on-one? My brain is dead with option. Ton of unable to sleep, please. Is my email actually not working? I am getting messages. I see them here. They're coming in. A lot of junk mail and a lot of, fizzing and all that. I mean, that's all working. I have a number of you asking me for one-on-ones, and I have not been able to accommodate you yet because I haven't got anything open till late July. I'm doing what I can, but I don't mind people sending me money for a one-on-one, but I'd really rather have an opening to assign it to, because it's easier that way. I don't want to be pressured to do that. Remember when someone was like 314 is the dip? You remember that? DQ, guess they haven't been through up and down since Jan yet. Facebook is BS. I have spoken. There you go. Jane, thank you. We are bouncing back tomorrow. Can GameStop engage in stock buybacks, or are they restricted from doing it? By the way, stock's 225. They could announce stock buybacks, and then they could do the notification. They can notify the SEC. They've done it before. The company bought back 35 million of their own shares back in 2019, average price of $5.19. You want to know who the smartest investor in GameStop is? GameStop. They're the smartest investor in GameStop. Okay. Denzel Burton, thank you for that donation, Denzel. What do you think about investing in Best Buy if GameStop looking to buy a previous business? When do you think of investing in Best Buy if GameStop is looking to buy a previous business? Well, theoretically, GameStop could buy Best Buy. GameStop could buy Best Buy, but they would have to raise like $20 billion. And then they'd have to make GameStop an offer they can't refuse, Best Buy offer they can't refuse. But Best Buy isn't going to be taken out by GameStop. But I can see them making an arrangement. I can see them working a strategic alliance where inside every Best Buy store would be a 1,000 square foot GameStop center. I could see that. One never knows. Are you okay? Is there any benefit to selling all 5 million in a day instead of over a few weeks? I say they should just feed the stock out over a week or two. But if they are trying to do it all in one shot, if that's their style, and if that's what they've done, I don't know this, then that's what they've done. I don't know. Okay. GameStop is a learned skill. Why this isn't the way you like GameStop to sell the stock? Well, I don't like to see the stock get dropped down $90 a share in one day. I'd rather they feed stock into a quiet market and just feed it in there $500,000 a day, $750,000 a day, and then at the end of it, tell us what they did. That would be a lot better. I'd rather they sell it at 300 than at 220. I mean, I'm funny that way. I like money. Aftermarket is buying in the dip. Seeing the loads of SoFi ads on TV and even before your show, you is so smart. Isn't that something, how they're promoting themselves? I like these guys. They are going to do well. Bill, with 71.82 million shares outstanding, GameStop, does that indicate any potential sell-off? Maybe I'm misreading, but I thought there was always around 70 million. Well, they had like 69 something million or 68 million, and then they issued 3.5 million shares a little while ago to raise that 500 something $million, and that's 71.8 million. Don't forget, they give options every year to executives who that adds to the stock, you see. And now with 5 million more, that'll be 76.8 million shares outstanding. And they'll be $1.25 billion richer, so they'll be sitting on $2 billion in cash. Okay, $2 billion in cash. That's like $30 a share in cash in the bank. Okay, I like it. I checked. I have no synthetic thumbs, so they're coming from somewhere because we can't deliver. This failure to deliver Yokos is what's going on this channel. Bruce, what happens to the options if a SPAC fails? So if a SPAC cannot do a merger or has to give back the $10 to everybody, what happens to all those options? Well, the 1250s and the 15s and the 17s, they're all worth nothing. They're all worth nothing. But I will say that it'll take a dramatic event. It'll take a dramatic event for a SPAC with $300 million in their bank account not to be able to find a company that would like it. It just makes me laugh. It's not gonna happen, okay? Not good. What are the thumbs? What the thumbs are being shorted? Boy, GameStop is sad today. 225 on the aftermarket. I've held the GameStop since January, but I'm still not used to these swings. You can get some of those thumbs on the on Amazon. Danger, you look like Elvis. And who knows? We thought the Jeffrey sale would be over a period of time. They did it in one day back, 3.5 million shares back when. I'm wearing my Yoko wig and glasses, says Colin. Max, I do also own 50 VGAC shares with no time limit, but wanted to pull the mini YOLO trigger on my first option. Okay. All right. Way to go, Max. You put up $80. It's no big deal. Okay. We are all crayon-eating apes after all, Uncle Bruce. People don't worry about GameStop. If Max teamed up with Ilian, they can get a Gregorian calendar going. Jendo, roll them to another week to collect more money. Danielle, hey, Uncle B, I know I'm pretty, but please stop calling me Danielle. Daniel. Sorry, Daniel. Danny. Okay, Danny boy. All right. LB. Yes, Uncle B. What the hell? All right, Uncle Bruce, you made us so much money that we are gambling to learn. We're gambling to learn to make mistakes. Annie is not okay. Laughing out loud. That was epic. Please help Annie. Do you take Cash App? No. Colin. Colin, is that what that is? Uncle Bruce, could you explain how failure to delivers occur? Did you ever encounter this as a broker? No, never did. And I'm not going into that right now. Anyone seen Sheila, the goat? I'm worried. Annie, you're okay. You're okay, Annie. You're okay. I went with Uncle Bruce's recommendation not to buy options close to expiration. And yesterday I thought of buying $282.50 July puts on GameStop when the stock was around 310. But I figured nearly $2,000 premium was a ripoff. Oh, well, I wouldn't be playing options on GameStop with those premiums, except writing them. Soldier of Science, Bruce, when I sell an option, are those 100 shares frozen until they're bought by the buyer? Depends on the brokerage house. They might be unable. You might not be able to sell them while you have a call against them. That's very possible. Orion Investing, Uncle Bruce, you've made us so rich that we're willing to gamble on the closest call date now. Experiment to see if we can beat Senzai Bruce. That's not a good idea. That would be great. Best Buy toy section sucks. Wally's World, go for the Gusto GameStop letter rip. Annie, we're 226. DQ, you are so nice to say that I am not okay until I catch Uncle Bruce. AB, laugh out loud. They if they did sell today, the 5 million shares, maybe they're smart for doing it. Free advertising, CNBC anchors telling people to don't trust, hate GameStop, reverse psychology. I did a 2-parter comment. Kramer remarked, this is buy territory for GameStop and AMC this morning. I bet he's got some angry viewers. Max, I promise my second option purchase will be approved by almighty Uncle Bruce. Looking at our SPACs for a fall winter expiration, just need to decide which one. So I love you, Brucey. Max, I love you too. Wally, reverse twice. Oasis, Dana is way better than Yoko. Think of it like if you had $300 million, David says, how many more friends do you think you'd have? Few, I think. Jennifer Smith, Uncle Bruce, could you please explain the benefit of selling a put? Well, you're gambling that the stock will go up versus go down, not go down. So you're trying to sell a put to let it expire worthless to keep the premium, but you're prepared to buy the stock if you had to buy the stock at a guaranteed price or a set price on the contract. That's what you're doing. It's the opposite of writing a call contract. That's what it is. But the put premiums sometimes aren't as good as call premiums. It varies depending on the stock. Flash sale on GameStop. Get them while they're hot. Colin, hey, Bruce, what happens if a SPAC merger fails to go through? Oh, gosh. I'm not answering these questions anymore. I'm not answering those. Sorry, Colin. I'm not doing it. Damn it, Jim. Look at this way. GameStop could go up to 350 again in 3 months. It could go up there in 3 days. 226.99. Going higher on GameStop. Hi, Uncle Bruce. I'm new here and learning. I would like to schedule a one-on-one. I know you said you're fully booked. How can I get on your list? Joyce, you write me a private email. And the email address is right here. And you say, Bruce, I'd like to schedule a one-on-one meeting. When can I have one? I usually do them Saturdays and Sundays. That is what you do. This address is also down below in the description on all my videos. And you can write me anytime and let me know. And I'll see what I can do. Okay. There you go, Joyce. Thank you. Mike the man. The best way to walk away from the market with a small fortune is to start with a big one. That's how you buy a boat. You become a millionaire by buying a yacht. You start with $10 million, buy a yacht, and then watch your money evaporate, and you sell it, and you have $1 million left. Donnie, Joyce, email him. Email is on his YouTube channel and in the description. Everyone's helping Joyce out right there. Soldier Shine, yes for fidelity. Orion, Senzai as master. Master Bruce, haha. Mr. Seneca, damn it, Jim. It won't take anywhere near that long to get back to 350 for GameStop. It could be there in a couple of days. We know that. Bruce, can you do a PG version of the famous Bill O'Reilly meltdown? Oh, gosh, no. Solus, busy day at work, but man, can SoFi break the $24 wall it's been staring at all week? Wouldn't that be nice if it did that? 227 on GameStop right now, and we're sitting at, where are we right now? Let's see, what do we got here? SoFi, where are we at on SoFi? $23 on the aftermarket. on SoFi. All right. Jane Doe. Okay, Bagelhead peeps. I'm out of here, she says. I have pizza to make. Cece's in the AM. All right. Waffle. Laugh out loud, Carlos. Well, we'll do it live. He skipped the good part, says Colin. Davey, Bruce, are we giving... you are giving us way too many winners. It's getting boring. Can you start giving us a loser every once in a while? And typo, I failed you all, says Colin. I love it when Uncle Bruce gets sassy about SPACs. Fenville, Uncle Bruce is put different from cash covered put. Is put different from a cash covered put. Well, the term cash covered put is used by people who are writing a covered put contract with cash. And a put contract is just when you go long a put contract. I'm guessing what this question is, although I'm not sure if this person knows or if this is a trick question trying to make me angry, trying to get me riled up. That boy Louie, I call him poor Uncle Bruce. David, Bruce, you're going to be available July the 4th. I'm booked on July the 4th. I'm sold out. Am I not? July. I have no openings left on July the 4th. We're done. Yeah, we are. I'm busy. My name is Jonas. Uncle Bruce, what happens when a SPAC merges with a bagel? Do we get our dongs back? You know, I haven't looked into something like this. Never happened before. Damn it, Jim, Mister. I hope not. I was just saying he's been shorted back down, and then 3 months later shot back up. They shorted again twice now. Thank you, Bruce. Says Joyce. You got it, Joyce. I tried real hard. Says Colin. And got so far. In the end, Colin, now you're like Yoko. You did your best work. No one cared. That's good. Oh, no. Let's see here. Soldier of Science. I was trying to buy another SoFi option today. I'm pretty sure I accidentally wrote an option for SoFi at the $17 strike price, which gave me a premium of almost $800. But I could make money by buying it back. That's possible. I wouldn't recommend you do that, but it's possible. God help you if the stock goes up $5 a share to open tomorrow morning. I don't know. Okay, Orion Investing. Uncle B, how come Gore's calls won't go down even if the stock fluctuates? I'm trying to buy 7 calls at $15 strike for $380, but it won't go down below $4. Should I just buy it or wait? Just stay on the bid and wait. Maybe the stock will have a 50-cent downdraft, and maybe you'll get lucky. Just wait and see. I think he means cash secured put. That's probably what that is. Sassy SPACs with Uncle Bruce. Seriously, Fidelity calls it cash covered put. Okay. Hey, my logo is new color. Nice. Okay. Waffle Raptor. Bruce, do you have a Rolodex? Findel GameStop. You have to have the cash to cover the strike price, otherwise you'll be naked. That's right. Mel, the terms buy to open and close to open still confuse me. Finville, I wanted to buy GameStop anyway, but when it was $225, I bought a cash cover put at 200 strike for $145 a share. So if it's exercised, then I have to buy 100 shares at 200. Okay, I don't know how you can screw these up like this. I don't know how you guys do this. And hey, Bruce, how do I get in on the waiting list for your classes? Just send me an email. Say, Bruce, I'd like to get a one-on-one session with you. When can you fit me in? And I'll see what I can do. At least you tried, but you probably shouldn't have. Someone nearly everyone to Yoko Ono. GameStop. Yes, I do have the cash. Marcus, hey, Uncle B, have you ever come and visit Pemberton, British Columbia? Keep on being you. I don't know if I've driven through or not. But I haven't gone anywhere. And of course, right now we're not going anywhere. Ashcash, Acash. Hi, Stockmaster Bruce. What are your views on Chewy? They just released their earnings, but it is down after hours. Okay, I haven't even looked at that. Wally, hi, Uncle Bruce. What is a SPAC again? Is it something like Live, Long, and Prosper? Is that what it is? Is it one of these? Is it one of these kinds of investments? Is this it? I don't know. Sean and Wendy. Hi, Uncle Bruce. Anything you want us to study before our meeting this month? Options. Sean keeps telling me to have my questions ready to max out our appointment time. What do you suggest? Thanks. Wendy, did you get our payment yet? No, just come to the class, open-minded, and just say, Bruce, start talking, and we'll try to keep track of what you're saying. Blueberry Mango, thank you for this donation. I'm seeking details on the inflation report that is supposed to be released by the Fed When will it be released, and could it trigger a bear market? No, it will not trigger a bear market. I don't know when it'll be released. It'll probably talk about inflationary pressures being temporary. Once the economy fully opens up and everyone is back up and fully running again, the competition will keep prices back low again. Money is cheap to borrow and will be for years. And so there's no inflationary stimulus going on or any worries about that. Solus, isn't SPAC what you use to cover holes in the walls? SPAC, right? Probably. Colin, group vote. Trading in our Mini Cooper S. Should we go for the convertible, Countryman, or electric next? Oh, man. I love the quick response. You're the man. Thank you. Bagel, color, check. How much are your classes? Haven't decided yet. Green. I was a bit out. Do I miss something? That makes the reason for the dip, or business as usual. 220, 265 on GameStop, 2302 on SoFi, and over on Gore's 1558, and over on VGAC 1105 in the aftermarket. All right, Colin. I like electric. Don't have one myself yet, but it's the future. The future, Marty. The future. Okay. Some of you really need classes about options. Bruce should open a hotline for one-on-one signups. Use the Yoko album for hold music. Problem solved. Julie, thanks for all your help, Uncle Brucey. JJ just bought more GameStop. Let's make that hedge fund bleed right on. There is always tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Plaid Mini, live dangerously, Colin. Andres. Hi, Uncle Bruce. How you doing today? I missed the beginning. Any news on decisions, SPAC mergers? Well, that's VGAC. Should now be 23andMe. That should be a done deal. Stock went up today. It's sitting at 1105 right now. DQ from Fidelity. A cash covered put is a two-part strategy that involves selling an out-of-the-money put option while simultaneously setting aside the capital needed to purchase the underlying stock. There you go. DQ, if it hits the option strike price, the goal of this strategy is to acquire the stock at a lower price than the market's offering if the option gets assigned to you. There you go, right there. Last inflation scare week, dividend stocks went up, growth stocks went down. Yeah, well, that went away. Stephen, hey, Bruce, any update on classes? Coming sooner rather than later. Convertible, Colin left that Afro flow in the wind. Solus, all right, Bruce, back to working for the man. Thanks for the laughs at this short little break. Have fun, everybody. Solus, you take care, buddy. All right, does that mean VJC ticker changes tomorrow? It will change next week, they say. Sean, what are your thoughts on lump sum investing versus dollar cost averaging? I heard that DCAing is like trying to time the market, which no one can do. Dollar cost averaging. What are your thoughts on lump sum versus dollar cost? Well, there are people out there who, can put so much money every week or every month into the market. They can put money every paycheck into a market. And what they do is they find an investment they like. And every 2 weeks or every month, they just buy more of that investment for whatever money they have. Now, with these Robinhood accounts, Fidelities, Weebles, Charles Schwab, fractional trading, you can now buy $50 of stock at a time on anything you want, $10, $2, whatever you want. So there are some people who every 2 weeks have $100 or $200 that they put into the market, and they'll buy a GameStop. They'll buy $100 of the GameStop every second Wednesday. They buy $100 of the GameStop. It doesn't matter where the stock is; they just buy it, and they do that for months and months and months, and they get this, fractional, this average. You can do this with mutual funds. You can do this with ETFs, and whatever you want to get into. There are people, of course, at work. I mean, those of you who are working for a living and every 2 weeks you get paid by your employer, and every 2 weeks you see your deductions off your check, and maybe once a month, $50 a month comes out of your paycheck and goes into your staff savings account, and the employer matches it dollar for dollar or $2 to $1. And every month, $150 goes into some kind of a mutual fund ETF thing that your employer has offered you to invest in, or one of several that you can invest in, and that's dollar cost averaging. Every month, you're just buying whatever it's been trading at. And over the years, you've got an overall average. And the hope is that they go up in value over the long term. And you are in ahead on the money. That's what you're hoping for. That's what that is. Fenville, DQ, thank you, sir. If the price hits 200 by the end of Friday, then I would buy 100 shares for 20,000. 145 premium. I got that. That's probably correct. Yeah. Ashley, tomorrow the stock market will open. Well, AB, what do me and Jennifer become, or something? Doc pauses for a second and thinks, you and Jennifer are fine. It's your kids, Marty. Something's got to be done about your kids. One of the most famous lines in all of movie. Now, I didn't do it right, though. Still waiting on that $40 bounce, says John. It hasn't happened, has it? It's only up 365. You need a little more help. Orion, I just realized Yoko album is a great asset generator. Maybe we should help you bankroll other music. Free thinker, Mick Johns. Uncle Bruce, my ride went on a wicked. Uncle Bruce, my ride went on a wicked binger now, and I'm stuck in this B&B. Have to buy a same-day plane ticket. Still worth it. Bama Babe, I cannot believe there was over 22 million on GameStop and it drops 82 big ones. What am I missing here? Well, I think what we had here was over the last 10 days, we had a lot of speculators coming in here and buying GameStop on margin, hoping that it would take a run. And they didn't sell out over the $300 mark. Because they bought in at like the 250 to 300, and then they kept buying at 300 and 310 and 320, thinking that it was going to do an AMC. They were thinking 750, like AMC kind of thing, like a 10 to 1. And it didn't happen. It didn't go to $750. It topped out at 340, and that was all she wrote. And then Mr. Sherman came on the air yesterday, and stock's gone down ever since. And now they're getting bought. They're blowing out. They're getting out because they're giving up. They know they're not going to 700, and maybe they're being blown out by their brokerage accounts because they're over leveraged in the 320 range. And at 270 they got kicked, and at 260 again, at 250 again, 240, 230, all the way down to 211. They got kicked out. Now it's 225. They're out. They're gone. There's nothing left, and maybe it can recover now to 250, 260 all by itself. Maybe not tonight, but tomorrow. Goldman Rex, thinking of pulling some gains from VGAC and putting it into 25 FAII $10 calls for next month. Thoughts, should I buy further out? One, you got to buy further out. Two, I wouldn't do anything on your VGAC at all. I would not pull out anything on VGAC. You're about to take a run on this stuff, and you've got to cash this first. Wait on that FAII for later. AB, how do Marty and Jennifer go into the future to see themselves? Wouldn't they just be missing for 30 years? I mean, if they jump into the future, where did they go? But of course, if they're going to jump back to the past eventually, they wouldn't be missing for 30 years, right? But it's true. If they do jump into the future, how could they be in the future if they jump from the past to the future, but they went into another time continuum, and actually where they're jumping to is where they actually are the whole time, because there's all kinds of futures and presents happening at the same time. It's just a question of which one you're jumping to. I've seen the movie a few times. I bought 1,000 FAI today. Feels like it'll follow VGAC next week. Frills. What's this work thing he's talking about? What is that? Call sounds awful. Should be avoided. Agreed. This work thing is no good. I like the they pay me part of it though. I like that. I try to buy what I like every day that I can lower my cost on average on. I like to do that every day, says Ashley. Well, I will get some VGAC on the 25th this month. I hope it doesn't go too crazy until then. Connor, so apparently a ton of money was dumped into $70 puts as far as options sonar was showing. I'm not sure what stock you're talking about. Bruce, you need a Gray's SPAC Almanac. That's what I need. I need a Gray's SPAC Almanac, so we know all the merger dates and what the calls are going to go for and when. See, we need a SPAC Almanac showing the charts of all of these stocks for the next 5 and 10 years. I need to go to the future, buy a chart book, come back. See, there it is. Okay, Max. Only 3 guarantees in life: death, taxes, and hedges shorting stock, knowing they can make millions while putting businesses out of the said business. 4th guarantee is the stock market will move tomorrow. There you go. Mr. Seneca, every 2 weeks more, buy in. All your recommendations, Brucey. All right. I guess 346 redemption will have to wait. I guess margin is a scary thing. VGAC is just starting. Literally, I mean, just starting. Anti 348. Waffle wrapped. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I'm not having any debt here. 1113 on VGAC on the aftermarket. Nothing much going on. 8,000 shares traded. GameStop 224.79 with 214,000 traded. Okay, that's it. Uncle Bruce. Uncle Bruce, you think GameStop can get down to 145 again? It's all in the money I have available right now. I'm not so sure about this, but you can always hope. I wouldn't want that. Careful, don't hurt yourself, Bruce. VGAC, a vote has ended. Obviously, they merged. Laugh at law, Gregory, like where your head's at. John Van, have you heard, and is it possible to delay orders to help themselves cover shorts on GameStop? Have you heard, and is it possible to delay orders to help themselves cover shorts? John, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you mean on this. Okay, other genetics companies have an 11 to 15 times earnings multiplier, while 23andMe with just a 6 earnings multiplier. Is that true? Well, that might not last very long. Socrates, timelines are explained in the new Marvel Loki series. Infinite futures, infinite martyrs, infinite genes. Timelines are explained in new Marvel. That's good. Okay, I don't know how you guys can screw up like this. Solid laugh out loud. I don't know what this means either. Hi, Connor. I need that dip, brother. Uncle Bruce, time theorist, new kind of physicist, baby. Thanks, Uncle B. I'm up 400% on VGAC. Please explain to me how time travel works again in relation to Stonks and Yoko. I don't have enough time. I need like a 4-parter. Neat. Colin, Avatar is so funny. Okay, Wet and Wild, Wheat Wild, Uncle Bruce. The Gores Holdings February 22 $20 calls that I was looking to buy at 195 climbed today to 240 to 255. Do you think it might drop to fulfill my order, or should I compromise and go for the 22.5s on February 22s? Thanks. Well, you've got time here because Gores hasn't announced a date yet. So without that, no one can pinpoint when this thing with Matterport is going to happen. So you get a bad day on the Dow in the next week or so. Let's say the Dow drops 500 points because somebody's talking about inflation and high interest rates and people believe them. That could make the market drop for a day or two. A little consolidation roll. We've seen this happen. Well, maybe Gores will drop $1.50 for a half a day, and then boom, you're in. You might as well be patient. Don't be chasing. AB, I'm up $1,000 in my VGAC calls and barely put $1,000 in. Can't wait to see how it's going to be in a few months. AB, we're going to have some fun here. Regarding when is ticker symbol changed for VGAC? They said next week. Calling dangerously, Prince. Hey, we staved off Yoko. That brightens my day, says G. Marco, Uncle Bruce, have you ever been very wrong about a certain stock in your career? Never. I've been perfectly correct every time. I've never made a mistake. I've never been wrong on anything. I'm a god. And I pretend to be normal, and I pretend to be a mortal so that you'll hang out with me. Because I just get sick and tired of being right all the time by myself, Have I ever been wrong about anything? I'm a YouTuber begging people to give me thumbs ups, or I threaten them with Yoko album plays. You calling me perfect? Oh my gosh. All right. Carlos, sorry, I was wondering if you knew what they were worth with multipliers applied. AB, laugh aloud, Biff Tannen, such a great character. That is all. All right. I notice you haven't recommended or talked about buying call options for SVAC. Are you less bullish on it? Or I was thinking to buy contracts in January when they're still cheap. Maybe it's because I haven't got a date yet on the merger. Maybe that's the problem. Should I buy options on SVAC or not? Orion, thank Bruce for elaborating on Gore. I was thinking about the possibility of a drop. Okay. Might as well be patient. Don't be chasing pure gold, Jerry. I'm a god. I've never been wrong. Bruce Farmer, 2021. There you go. That is not sarcasm. One of the best Bruce quotes of all time. Damn it, Farmer. Sorry, Uncle Bruce, new hands. Bias confirmed. Bruce is a god. Physics god. Hey, Uncle B, my oldest girl is probably your youngest follower. She's 15. She watches you with me daily and has now got her own SoFi account. Please say hey to Ariel. Hey, Ariel. She's up $1 a share on VGAC and is super stoked. There you go. Right on. 23andMe. Cool beans, man. Do your due diligence and yeah, enjoy the show. Thank you for joining me. John Van, I've heard other YouTubers talk about orders not getting filled or delayed in order to help them fudge the numbers. Sorry, I eat crayons. If this doesn't clarify my last position, I'll stay quiet. If you put an order in for a stock and it's at the market or within the market, you're gonna get a fill. There'll be no delaying. The brokers have no incentive to hold up an order for any reason whatsoever. They got to get orders filled. They've been around long enough to know. Dave Schwab, when will February and March 2022 options for SOFI become available? Thinking of rolling my January 22 options after the Super Bowl ad. I don't know, but it won't be long. I don't think it's going to be long. I think soon there will be weekly contracts. Soon. Maybe a month or two from now. Soon. You're a Back to the Future god, Robel says. Carlos, did you have a 23andMe book value? No, don't have anything like that handy, but I don't think this price is going to stick around here. Colin, I'm laughing. AJ, hi, Uncle Bruce. Been watching from England since February. Glad to join the members club. Grateful for your knowledge. Recap members benefits, please. Thank you. As a member, you get to call yourself a member of the Uncle Bruce Chillin Club. Right there, that's worth double what you're paying. Number two, you get to use emojis here. You get to chat here. You get updates from yours truly from time to time that only members will get, including the first option, the first right to be able to book a spot on classes that I'm going to run, options classes and how to be a better trader and everything else. These classes are coming in the not too distant future, and members will get advance notice of when those classes are coming out, and you'll get an email to be able to go into you'll be able to get onto our website, and you'll be able to go into the reservation system to be the first to book your spots if you want to join me live on these classes. And from time to time, I will make an announcement. I will do a members alert for members of this channel on certain stocks, certain things you should be made aware of before the street finds out from anybody else. So welcome, AJ, to the club. Welcome to this channel. Thank you for this donation, and let's make money. How about that? Okay, Chino. FTSE Russell will issue further updates on June 11th and June 18th before the actual rebalancing on June 25. GameStop be added. We don't know. AB, quick, someone edit that and record the stock price of GameStop going down and sell it to CNBC for $50,000 and then buy more GameStop with it. How about that? Bagel God Bruce, I like. Dave Carrington, congrats on your $1 attendees. All right, Uncle Bruce. So what do you think of how the pandemic has changed your life? You're a bit of a celebrity now, eh? Yeah, I guess. It's definitely changed my work day. I'll tell you that. Oh, gosh, it's changed my day. I yawn more during the daytime now because I go to bed early and I get up early. Oh, I got up today at 3:30, and I didn't sleep well prior to that. So it's changed our lives. I'll tell you that. I'm kind of hoping that we get opening to travel. We get ready to travel again, and then I can take this act on the road. I really would like to do that. So, boy, I'll be a lot of fun, guys. Uncle Bruce, when I look up VGAC, there are two extra popping up: VGAC WS, VGACU. What are those related to one another? VGACU are the units, VGACWS are the warrants, and VGAC are the stocks. Just buy the stocks. My pine, AB says. My pine! Best member benefit, you get to listen to Yoko. Now that is class right there. Of course, you get to, every once in a while, you get to listen to Yoko here. My Fortress calls have just jumped 12%. Yay! This is good stuff. What's Fortress doing? Is it moving at all? Is it doing anything? What's going on with Fortress? Hello, Fortress. Hello. Anybody home there, Fortress? Hello. I don't see it moving. I don't know what's Fortress doing. Have I got a quote? Thank you from Huai Kang. Thank you, Huai Kang, for that. Fortress is sitting at $9.96. That's all I got. Waiting for Fortress's meeting next week, 5 days. That's it. That's what's happening in 5 days. Waffle Raptor, gotta take my stupid old Altima into the shop. See y'all tomorrow. Keep your chins up, and thanks again, Bruce. Waffle Raptor, thank you. So, Sella Green, new member. Hi, Sella. Sela, welcome. Welcome, Sela. What are warrants? You don't need to know. Moving on. When you say on the road, do you mean you're going to rent a place and do speaking? If so, I'd be interested in hearing God, Bagel, Jelly, Bruce. No, when I say the road, I mean Jen and I will travel, and I will do my shows remotely from wherever we are, rather than from this staged set with this fake, this green screen behind me with all these pretend items. Uncle B, you got to smile and a giggle. You know how hard I work for those from a 15-year-old. She says hi back and thanks. We both look forward to classes. Right on. This is awesome sauce, Dave. Thanks, you two guys. Keep it going, and thank you for joining me and following me. And I hope we can make lots of money. Let's make some bucks. Thanks, Uncle B. Sela. Hey guys, I'm a new member, long time watcher. Right on, Sela. Welcome. Lighten up, says Bruce. Given the sell-off that happened today, this is generally followed by sell-off in the pre-market from European markets. It might, but you know what? It might be a buy-in by North American bargain hunters picking off stock tomorrow morning, getting in and been buying up all afternoon here at 222, 223, buying up the stock all afternoon without trying to show your hand. And then they do the pre-market buy up tomorrow, and they run it up to 240.50, and then you guys come in at 50 to 70, and they start selling to you at 260.70 because they bought it up at 220 tonight. That could happen. Okay, I'm taking out a third mortgage to buy the dip. The credit savage. Uncle Bruce, I've never liked cruise ships, but you make it sound appealing. Uncle Bruce, please tell us a nice cruise story where something unexpected happened. Something unexpected on a cruise ship story that I can tell you. Well, I have a story, but it's not PG rated, so I can't tell you that. It's a non-PG story, so I can't do that. Something unexpected happened. Well, cruising, to me, a cruise is a relaxation thing. That's why I go on a cruise. I don't go on cruise ships to go working out in the workout room. I don't go on cruise ships to, climbing walls, anything like that. I go on cruise ships to unwind and try to, lower the blood pressure and ease the muscles. So I'm a spa guy. I like to go into the spas and enjoy I like the steam rooms, and get a good schwitz going. I don't even use the bathrooms. Like, I don't shower in my own cabin on a cruise ship. I do all of my showering in the men's spa change room area, because on the right cruise ship, it's luxurious in there, and the showers in the spas on cruise ship are much larger than the showers in your cabin. So that's what I like to do, and I like to really relax with a dry sauna, the wet steam bath, the jacuzzi bath, the ceramic lounger, and fall asleep and relax and just unwind and try to get my life back. That's what I love to do on cruise ship. Then the other thing I like to do on cruise ships is eat, because sweating off all that stuff in those steam rooms, you got to replenish all that whipping cream you burned off, and all the ice cream and all the wonderful food and stuff. So you eat and then you sweat it out. You eat. You sweat. I like to walk around the promenade deck. I like to do that, and I like to people watch, and I like to be in the casino in the evenings just to play some slot machines and have a little fun, just mindless, brain-numbing activities to do nothing. And I like to watch the odd show, but I really like the comedians, the improv shows. I love those the most. That's a cruise for me. That's a cruise. It's wherever they go, they go. It's okay. we take a cruise to Mexico, Jen and I, and we get off the ship and walk around a little bit. Yeah, it's okay. And we get off. We go to the Cayman Islands, or we go to wherever. We might get off a ship, but I'm not interested in getting off the ship in Jamaica and walking around Jamaica. I'm not looking to take a walk in the poor part of town off a cruise ship. It's not my stuff. But the cruise ship is that's what it's all about for me. It's a beachfront, oceanfront hotel that moves, and I'm on a balcony with the ocean in front of me, and that's what turns me on the most. But unexpected, I do have a story, but it's not PG rated, so I can't say it right now. Make like a tree and get out of here. It's leave, you idiot. You sound like a damn fool when you say it wrong. Okay, then leave and take your book with you. David Carrington, she says, thank you. Orion, if you do speaking, you might be able to roll some money and travel. Yeah, we're talking about doing meetups, meet and greets. That's what we call it, meet and greets. But that's another time. Dear Uncle Bruce, half a year ago you mentioned CTRM stock. Any more opinions on this shipping company? Can you remember it? Joseph, Uncle Bruce just mailed you article on VGAC. It says that it will start trading as ME on June 16th. There we go, coming up. Ashley, welcome, Sela. Ray, Lee, Uncle Bruce. I don't know who edits your short question vids, but I absolutely love them. Give that editor a raise. There you go. We're working on our videos. Always, Sela, I'll laugh out loud because you almost pronounced my name right. Haha. It's Sela, but for all your help, I'll respond to anything. So Sela. See, SEL is say, and LAH is la. Sela Green. See? Thank you, Sela, for that. JW, welcome, Sela. Do tell Colin. R-rated is best. Wally's World, London, Singapore, Chicago, Sydney, Shanghai. Stock Markets with Bruce World Tour. Now we're talking, JW. We're in after hours. Tell it, Wally's World. Do tell. Don't hold back. What a tease, Ashley says. Uncle Bruce, Cognito. Now I want to see Bruce on a climbing wall. Yeah. Best cruise story I've ever read. A supposedly fun thing I'll never do again by David Foster Wallace. Check it out. It's laugh out loud funny. Jack Sass. Hey, Bruce, did you ever think that you'd be working this hard during retirement? I had no idea. Cruise ships to unclimb walls, down climbing. The credit savage. Nice. What are the best cruise ships? What are the worst? Ashley, here go. Tom Jones in the steam room images, shaking head, erase the image. Favorite cruise line. Traveling with Bruce, the steams are a riot. Their streams are a riot. Art auctions are fun too. Fridays are trivia night. That's right. TWB trivia night tomorrow night, 7:00 Eastern time tomorrow night. Trivia night on TWB. As a matter of fact, tomorrow night 7:00 is trivia time here. Because you guys don't know this, but I got to mention this more often. But Friday night, 7:00, it's a dual live show, trivia show for members only of TWB and members here. We did one last week. We're doing one this week again, 7:00 tomorrow night. Trivia on this channel and TWB with the members. We have fun. Shaky Fry, what? I'm getting the feeling I'm going to have a Tom Jones story someday, and it'll be Uncle Bruce instead of Tom Jones. Wally's, do tell, I'm over 21. Wally's World. Imagine Bruce gets a lifetime cruise ship access where he live streams from a nice room on a ship. Can you imagine? Wouldn't that be nice? Steve, can we get a private Bruce after hours stream for members only? You could tell some awesome stories, I imagine. Call. Uncle Bruce, assuming they're running as usual, do you know if any major cruise carriers do Atlantic crossing cruises? Cunard. It's Cunard with QE2 usually. AB, you've been on the floor of the New York Exchange. Was it humbling, surreal, starstruck, etc.? I've been to the New York Stock Exchange, but I wasn't on the floor itself. I was on the floor of the Toronto Stock Exchange, on the floor of the Alberta Stock Exchange, but on the floor of the Vancouver Stock Exchange. But the VSC, the ASC, they don't exist anymore. The TSC is now just a computer center, really. Very few guys left. New York is a shadow of its former self. Does trivia have a particular topic? We mix it up. You never know. Bruce can be washy-washy guy. Crossing the streams, TWB and Stock Markets with Bruce. Hell yeah, Jack, I'll be there Friday. Tomorrow, 7:00 Eastern on this channel and TWB. Trivia, live trivia, 7:00 Eastern. Be there or be square. Absolutely. Maybe we'll have some Back to the Future trivia. or maybe some Simpsons trivia, or some movie trivia, or geography trivia, or other trivia. We do food trivia. We have all kinds of fun. Oh, I mix it up. I mix it up. You have no idea what's coming. You have no idea what's about to happen to you. But that's tomorrow. Right now, we're at the 2-hour mark, and we have to say goodbye. We're at 225 on GameStop. We're at 998 on Fortress. That's not going anywhere. We've got Vector sitting at 1052, Vector Acquisition Corp. VACQ. We've got GameStop, like I said, 220, 225. We are trying to figure out what else we're doing here. We're at SoFi at 2291, down 11. We got AMC at 4258, down 23 cents. We got Gore's Holdings at 1556, unchanged. We have VGAC at $11 even. Navsite Holdings at $9.95 unchanged. SVAC at $10.04 unchanged. Or it's up 3 cents on the day, and it's now $10.04. FAII $9.98. So that's where we're at on the aftermarket on our favorites. I'll be on tomorrow at 8:30 tomorrow morning here, and then again tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock here, and then here and on TWB tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Eastern time for live trivia for members of both channels. So join me for all of that. In the meantime, thank you for all of you subscribing to this channel, hitting the thumbs ups on this channel, becoming members of this channel. I mean, all these are all good things. Thank you. Please spread the word to get more people to subscribe to this channel. We'd love to grow our subscriber counts. We're at 98,907, so we're a little short of 100,000 subs. Thank you for the 1,200 thumbs ups. Now we love those. 62 on the down dip, 1,200 on the up dip. Thank you, everybody. And let's see what this market wants to give us tomorrow. We're at 224.89 on the GameStop, and there you have it. So there it is. Thank you, everybody. Have a pleasant evening, and thank you. You should film commentary for fun. Back to the Future stream. Yoko trivia. Love trivia last week. Options market trivia. By the time our SPACs mature, we'll be able to afford our own cruise liners. Cruising with Uncle Bruce with live trivia on the cruise ship. Played some trivia last week. That was fun stuff. We could do a libation game with trivia. Oh my. Ashley, other trivia. Cool. I'm fairly new, and nobody to me, worst trivia. Game on tomorrow, 7 o'clock Eastern time. John, man, let's do GameStop price trivia. The Credit Savage told me I'm out tomorrow. Someone please step in and handle currency conversion for me in my absence. Nice look there on that Yoko look there, buddy. Good night, Uncle Bruce, and everyone. Have a great night. See you tomorrow. Thank you, Nelson. AB. See ya, Bruce. Guys, thank you so much for your support. Hit that bagels thumbs up. Good night, Bruce. Thanks for keeping us calm and focused on one of those days. Everyone be safe and see you tomorrow. Colin, what the song? We miss your hair. Danger. See, there's no app substitute for doing master. The Dong Master, there's no substitute. I gave you a thumbs up. Take care, Dong. Uncle Bruce, thanks, Uncle Bruce. GameStop, my best to Jennifer. Take care. I think the stock market makers will be following your stream since contracts of every SPAC are up. Take care. Good night, all. Tomorrow, Libations Trivia. Good night. Going to see me get my hair. I'm going to get my cutout of trivia. I'm going to have to cut out trivia tomorrow. Kevin and I are going to watch the In the Heights on HBO Max. Oh, awesome. Good night, Orion. Good night. Take care, everybody. Goodbye. Thanks, Bruce. Have a fabulous night. Thumbs up. Good night. Thanks all. And good night all. Ta-ta for now. See you later. Bye-bye.